For almost the last 50 years, we have wrongly put the responsibility of performance management on the appraisers, the bosses who appraise the performance of individuals. One of the unfortunate consequences of putting the appraisal as the responsibility of the boss is that the employee also passes on the responsibility of performing to the boss, and quite often cites the low ratings given by the boss as a reason for his not performing well. Because normally people say that if I have not performed well, it is not my fault, it is the boss who has rated me like this. If this is the way he rates me, what else can you expect? We now realize the most important owner of performance is not the boss, but the performer himself or herself. If the performer takes the responsibility of his or her own performance, then the whole dynamics of organization are likely to be different. It is the performer who takes initiative in setting the performance plans for the entire year. It is the performer who seeks the views from the senior, saying that this is what I have planned, am I in the right track, what do you think? Of course, the senior or the boss has the responsibility of passing on the organizational perspectives, the departmental perspectives to the performer. But the performer cannot use the boss not finding time and not passing on perspectives as an excuse for not performing. It's very important that the performer takes initiative, because if the performer performs well, it is going to be a lot more to the benefit of the performer. Definitely the organization benefits, but the performer gets a benefit, and for some reason the organization is not able to recognize the good performance of an individual. The individual always has options to seek those who are able to recognize his performance in other places. In other words, he could very well quit the job and say, thank you very much, I have performed year after year very well, I have performed to the best of my understanding of what you asked me to perform, I have performed to the best of my abilities. I have always asked the boss whenever I was in doubt, am I in the right direction? And I have always asked the boss, what would you consider as even a better performance than this? With the kind of a guidance I have got, this is what I am able to do, and I certainly made a lot of difference to the best of my competence, to the best of my capability. And since I feel disappointed that you are not recognizing me, I look for an opportunity to be recognized elsewhere. So the performer taking responsibility of his or her own performance goes a long way in helping the individual hold his or her head high, and also to be able to tell the organization, these are my contributions and this is how I made a difference, and so on. By putting the performance ownership on the HR department or on the line managers, we are surrendering our own capability to perform, our own initiative to perform, our own motivation to perform, our own ability to demonstrate how crucial we are, how much have we made a difference in our organization, and so on. So friends, I would like to strongly recommend to you to promote this view that it is the performer who takes responsibility to plan his or her performance, to seek guidance from the seniors, to communicate whatever one has been able to accomplish periodically, and educate sometimes the seniors so that the seniors are able to appreciate what you have done. If you don't communicate what you are doing, seniors will only go by their own assumptions. And nowadays, the assumptions are not necessarily based on trust and what they observe. It simply could be based on the failures and mistakes rather than the accomplishments and contributions. So it is in the interest of all of us that we should plan our performance, take charge of our own performance, communicate our performance, seek feedback on performance, and even assess ourselves and have dialogues, have performance dialogues with our seniors so that they are better educated about our performance. So promote this and I think the HR department's contribution will be great if they make everyone take charge of their own performance. All the best from TVRLS.